I can't drop for some reason.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so sorry, Kazan. Hello, hello. My name is Blind, and I've been playing the finals for a few years now. It's one of the only modern shooters that I really enjoy, after other titles have felt like they've been updated to death, or simply lost their identity. Every multiplayer game has its frustrating moments, but for whatever reason, the finals takes the cake. It may be getting eliminated in the first round, or dying to the same nonsense over and over again, but I swear, the finals has polar opposites between having the time of your life... Oh, I caught them!
Oh! Okay, that's pretty sick.
And wanting to take a bite out of your mouse pad. What a fucking load of shit. Why do they spawn right there?
Oh, there's an invis light coming towards you. Actually, I'm gonna come. We can 3v1 that guy.
He's on me. Oh my. And sometimes the line between these things can be the difference of a second. Purple's likely to take this. No! Hit the mine, yes!
Yes! Oh, mine, let's go!
Yes.
Oh, he threw!
In these video essays, I typically show some decent gameplay, but for this episode, I'll show some of the more frustrating moments that I've captured over the current year. First of all, I'd like to mention that all competitive shooters share the same frustrating dilemmas. It can be lag, playing in foreign servers, freezes, or frame drops, maybe your shots don't register, and so on. But the reason that the finals makes this more infuriating is mostly because of its gameplay design and primary game mode.
What?
What?
I'm right on it. I'm right here.
There's no way. There's no way.
I've seen shit like that recently.
I was standing on it too.
I saw two people
I
on
see
it.
you. Yeah.
I can't make this point without taking notice of the elephant in the room, which in this case is obviously the light class. Anyone who's played the game knows exactly what I'm talking about. On paper, if you want to create an enemy that is difficult and infuriating to be put up against, what would you create? How about an opponent with a small hitbox, fast-paced movement speed, teleportation, quick getaways, Sombra's invisibility, Tracer's dashes with iframes, with the addition of the highest damage weapons of the game? Seems fair, right? I don't mean to complain, but why does it always feel like there's nothing the light can't do? Need strong close-range weapons? The light has that. Need strong long-range weapons? The light has that too. Despite having the smallest health pool, it just feels like the light gets away with everything. Even if they sit on top of a grenade or step on a mine, they just scurry away, wait 5 seconds for their health to regen, and get back into the fight like it was nothing. Playing against light players, even if they aren't particularly good, is annoying. Period. The medium and heavy class have irritating abilities like dematerializer and heavy shields, but at least these have been nerfed and have their limitations. My argument isn't to nerf the light completely, but I'd like to see a few minor changes that don't allow bad players to get away with so much. The only thing I'm going to offer in this video is for the light to lose its goo grenade, limit glitch grenade to at least one at a time like the frag, and maybe have a cooldown between dashes. Personally, from my own experience, I think the light gets away with too much too easily, and encourages players to play as ratty as possible, which sours the game for everyone else. Light doesn't need to be nerfed to the ground, it just needs some minor changes to level the playing field. That's just my opinion. This is a pretty touchy subject in the community because non-light players think they need a nerf, and light players think they need a buff, but anyway, I digress. The second point I'd like to bring up is the primary game mode, which is Cash Out, otherwise known as Crash Out. The main draw with this game mode is the third parties that are prone to occur. Third party engagements aren't unique to the finals. Think of any battle royale game. The reason it's frustrating in the finals is because of how difficult it is to deal with accordingly. It can be beneficial or degrading depending on which side you're on. It's almost always in your favor to be the third party, crashing on a team fight when both teams are preoccupied. The surviving team is often reviving dead teammates and waiting for their abilities to recharge, which makes them vulnerable, so it's almost always disadvantageous. Even outside of third parties, playing Cash Out and defending a deposit for a minute and a half, only for it to get stolen at the last second, is beyond words to describe the feeling of, especially if it decides whether you pass on to the next round. I'm so sorry, I was unprepared for that fight. I was about to take a big bite of food. There are plenty of other things I can touch on, such as incompetent randoms in solo queue, or fighting against players who play the game for 32 hours a day and flatten you, but of course, this can apply to any online shooter, so it isn't necessarily unique to the finals. When I make these sorts of videos, what I really don't want to do is complain, and rather provide some examples to what I think will be better for the game. But really, I think the best thing, if you want to enjoy the finals more, is to hone your own skills. Honestly, dealing with something frustrating has to be dealt with by biting the bullet, and just accepting that it's something you need to overcome. I think we as players get a little too comfortable facing an issue that frustrates us, and demands the creators of the game to do something. In a way, it's a sort of excuse for us to do nothing and to pretend like it's out of our control. I can understand if it's something like taking a loadout into a ranked match and your opponents have a direct counter, but most of the time there'll be something you can do. This isn't an excuse to allow cheaters in multiplayer matches or something obviously broken and oppressive as some things in the game have felt, but a change of mindset that would help you grow as a player, compared to a defeatist attitude that I must admit I've been doing too much of myself lately. If I worked on my fundamentals like movement, positioning, timing, engagement, and most certainly aiming, then I think I'd become a much better player and enjoy the game a lot more. Of course, this isn't to say that it's always your fault. Sometimes you just get unlucky. Be calm and patient, and it'll take you a long way, I think. Again, this is Blind, and I appreciate you checking out and watching the video. Keep in touch.